Welcome to Behind Recapped YouTube channel. Russia, which invaded Ukraine, is struggling the most important defeat in its records. Putin made the most essential mistake of his political lifestyles via invading Putin is losing power in Russia, and every day the Russian army is stunned with the aid of the Ukrainian army. Operations Russian leader Putin can do. Not anything in the face of Ukraine's operations allows take a closer look at Ukraine's present-day operations and Russia's losses. The Ukrainian Navy done a very crucial operation this morning. There has been a very violent explosion in Kadivka within the Russian-occupied Luz vicinity. The Ukrainian Navy blew up the Russian base within the town. As a result of this attack with humans, the Russian military suffered a very heavy loss. It's far stated that the Ukrainian army won an essential advantage to liberate Kadivka. The Russian Navy may also must withdraw from this vicinity to avoid similarly losses. Kaldifa is one of the easternmost towns in Ukraine. Kaldifa is most effective an hour away from the center of Luhansk. If the Ukrainian army succeeds in releasing Kalivka, it's going to advantage a sizable gain to free up the center of Luhansk. The variety of Ukrainian HIMARS is close enough to hit Russian bases in Luz. The Russian Navy has started to increase security features in Luhansk. This house calls the terrific panic in Russia in advance. Russia needed to withdraw from Kherson, the biggest nearby capital it had occupied. If the Russian army now retreats in Lubin, it will be admitting defeat in this struggle. Furthermore, Luz Oblast is at the border between Ukraine and Russia. If Ukraine succeeds in releasing this metropolis, it's going to have address to the Russian border. Many military bases in Russia can even be within range of the Ukrainian Navy. Russia is very terrified of dropping Luhansk. Luz is one of Putin's most vital regions. Russia was planning to occupy and destabilize this region. This would create an unstable zone between Ukraine and Russia could hold to harm Ukraine's economy and safety. But the Ukrainian military is decided to win this conflict. Ukrainian leader Zelensky has been making very decisive and ambitious statements. Considering the fact that the beginning of the war, Zelensky has promised to make certain the liberation of all regions of Ukraine. Way to Zelensky's decisive statements, the motivation of the Ukrainian military is increasing. Zelensky is leading this resistance very efficiently. Ukraine's leader Volodymyr Zelensky took over the U.S. In 2019. Before coming into politics, Zelensky became a screenwriter and actor. He turned into capable of cheer up the entire Ukrainian people with his jokes. In 2050, Zelensky performed a person who would become the leader of Ukraine in a television series referred to as Servant of the Humans. His solutions and methods had been enormously preferred by the Ukrainian humans. Zelensky became one of the maximum popular humans in the Us of the Servant of the People birthday celebration turned into then based, and Celeste started out the governor Ukraine as the candidate of this party. Whilst governing his Us of a Zelensky became as successful as he had written the entire scenario himself. Zelensky wanted Ukraine to become an extra free and advanced kingdom. To this quit, he installed nearer members of the family with Western states. He began negotiations with NATO towards Russia's invasion. Strive this situation, worried put in a lot. Putin turned into very afraid that Ukraine could turn out to be a NATO member neighboring Russia. To save you this, he determined to invade Ukraine in line with Putin. This invasion might be pretty smooth. Putin, who has dominated Russia since 1999, has failed many wars earlier than placing. Therefore, underestimated Zelensky an idea that this battle could be over in a very quick time.